Here's how to escape your 9-to-5 grind with tax lien and deed investing this year with an actionable game plan that you can execute on step by step starting today. So let's dive in. I'm Dustin Hahn, tax lien and deed expert. I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and I'm here to show you how to use tax liens and deeds so that you can use this business to get out of your 9-to-5 grind or build that legacy income that we're all here to do. So tax liens and deeds are one of the best, safest, and secure routes in real estate investing these days, and here's why. Everybody and their dog is teaching, wholesaling and all this sort of stuff, and there's money to be made there. But I think one of the biggest arbitrages right now is tax lien and deed investing because it's so under the radar. There's not a lot of people going after it. So here's what you need to do. If you want to do this stuff and replace your income, on average, most people watching this, $5,000 to $10,000 per month for the average person will replace your income so that you can do real estate full time and move on. So if you put in, first off, non-negotiable, you should be executing and putting at least 1 hour a day, 5 days a week into this business. Now, I'm not talking about, like I say, as much as I love people watching my videos, watching a video isn't always going to move you forward. You need to be executing. So after this video, it's time to go and execute and actually start moving the needle on this stuff. All right. So it's funny, it's counterintuitive, but after this, I want you to figure out a county, find out when their auction is, and if they have any leftover tax lien and deed properties available. So your starting budget, if you really want to move fast, if you have 5 to 10 grand set aside right now, that is enough to be able to move the needle forward on this thing, really, and be able to have a path to quitting your job like this year. So 5 to 10 grand is a good range because, especially with tax deeds, you'll be able to find properties sometimes for 60, 70, 90 to 95% below market value if you find the right counties and the right properties. And right now, there's tens of thousands of properties sitting in county inventory right now you can buy that didn't sell at the deed sale. Now, they will be some diamonds in the rough because there's a reason they didn't sell generally at the tax deed sale. But here's the thing. You'll have people in the comments saying, oh, that's all junk left over. And you know what? Most of it is. But even if there's just 3 out of every 100 properties that are the diamonds in the rough, like the $50 to $500 properties that are worth $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, they're sitting there right now just waiting for you to go and find them. So you just have to be willing to put in some work, all right? From there, if you have good credit, go ahead and optimize and use your credit to be buying these properties. Use, OPM, and a great way to do that is like through credit cards and lines of credit. Or if you have money sitting in the bank, put it into real estate. And I know you might be thinking like, oh, why would I use a credit card for buying real estate? Well, if you can, do it because the bank is taking our money and buying tax liens and deeds as well. So use their money, get a 0% or whatever you have, cash advance, or some counties even take credit cards, buy property, flip it, pay it off. Worst case scenario, you have to make a couple interest payments. But you need to change that habits and your behaviors that you have if you want to make this work. You're not going to do it by staying comfortable. You need to take some massive action. So if you like this stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. My goal is to provide you with the information that you need to be able to get into this business. For everybody that watches, I give them a free copy of my book, The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. It will show you step by step the game plan to really go. Right here, we're talking about kind of the more broad spectrum, and this book will allow you to zoom in, and it's totally free. All right, I'm not going to ask for a credit card or anything like that. Just go to the next page. It's like a free mini course, and from there we can also build you a custom plan for doing this sort of stuff. So you're probably going to want to start with deeds, all right? Unless you have 50 to 100 grand, in my opinion, tax liens won't be the best place to start just because your money's held up. And if you only have 5 to 10 grand, even 24% interest on 10 grand, you're not going to be quitting that day job, unless you're living off grid in a hut and you don't really need any money to begin with. So start with the deeds, all right? Now, if you live in a lien state, then you probably could be a good chance within an hour or two drive is a deed state, where maybe some of these are. All right, so from there, you'll have to prioritize, all right? You want to find a deed state that has sales coming up or has lots of inventory. There's some places that often do sales every month. Sometimes Florida has deed sales every month. And if you want to do it this year, so for example, in Texas, there is a 6-month redemption period. Now, you could get a home run, but I would probably stick with places that don't have a redemption period so that you're able to go and flip your deed as fast as possible. All right. So start with that if you're starting with 5 to 10 grand and focus on some land. You can find a lot of super cheap land that's sitting there over the counter. Land is very, very low risk. You know, you don't really even need to be there or see it. And you can get it super cheap. We've literally bought land for as little as $50. Tax deed investing is one of the only places where you can like get into real estate for a couple $100. So start with land. Maybe you find a lot for $500 that's worth $3 grand. Boom, flip it in the next 30 days. Maybe you find a lot for $5 grand that's worth 20. My first property was 40 acres for $4,200. It was worth 40 grand. I sold it for 20 and made $15,000. So it is out there. Some of you guys might get houses for $10,000 that are worth 50 or 100. So this is one of the best businesses to be able to get home runs in real estate. And one of the best parts about this is the fact that it's very overlooked. All right, you have a lot of people who aren't willing to put in the time and the elbow grease. I use this business to quit my job on the oil rigs. I was a miserable oil rig worker, and I took a tax lien seminar, and like 5 days after, I bought my first piece of property. Never look back. And if you are dedicated, you'll be able to do the same. So if you really want to do this, immerse yourself in the education and take action. When you finish this video, go ahead and research what is around me. When is the tax sales? Is it a tax lien state? Is it a tax deed state? All right, when is the sale? How many people were at the sale last year? How many properties were there? How much did things sell for? You want to research the sale. Because if there is a sale where there's 50 properties and 200 people, odds are that's not going to be a good sale. It'll be too competitive. Or maybe all of the properties went too high, like they were bid up. Probably don't want to go to that sale. You can go and get the historical records on what things were selling for and how many people were there at these sales. That way, you'll have an idea of what to expect the next year and you can prepare yourself. So you want to go and engage with this stuff. And really, like I was saying, one of the best ways to do that is like this mini course. Like I've sold 60,000 copies of this book and now I give it away. It sells like hotcakes because it's like simple to the point. It has all of the questions, your property evaluation sheets, types of properties, literally everything you need. Goals for the property, exterior, market conditions. It'll walk you through it. It's free in the link below with a mini course. And from there, if you want my help, we can build you a custom investing blueprint. You can book a call. So there's a link to book a call below. We'll get you figured out. And we'll make sure to save you at least 2 to 3 years of trial and error. We'll show you what to do, what not to do, and get you started in the fastest way possible, because this is one of the best times for this business. It is a golden opportunity. This recession right now, combined with the pre-pandemic stuff, has created a situation where A, there's a lack of inventory in the real estate market, but B, you have lots of people who are going delinquent because their mortgage rates are going up. Price of living's going up. They want to sell or they're just going delinquent. So it is a perfect opportunity for you to get into this business. So make sure to subscribe, video thumbs up, ask a question if you like. This is not some pie in the sky dream. It can be done. You can be able to do this stuff this year if you just put in the time. If you don't spread yourself thin, if you don't go in a million directions from crypto to e-com to, who knows what. Stick with Tax Liens and Deeds, put in the time, book a call below or get the book. We'll be here to help you. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.